muscles. Okay, just start. Okay. Okay, first I'm going to go over all the trapezius. Okay, this one has a clavotrapezius here and acromial-trapezius. Okay, and there's a little bit fat and connective tissues covers this, but there's a boundary between those two muscles. I can show you the boundary from the inner side. You can see the separation between those two muscles. You see this white line separation? That's the separation between the clavotrapezius and acromial-trapezius. Okay. Okay, the separation is roughly here, and you have acromial-trapezius. Okay, all these three muscles looks somewhat like a triangle. Okay, clavotrapezius, acromial-trapezius, and you have a spinal trapezius, and you can see the separation of the muscle fibers also here. Okay, and this is just one side. You also have this side which is removed to see the deeper muscles, and if you flip or reflect this muscle, you will see the deeper muscles of the thoracic region, and immediately what you see is the rhomboides, three muscles. This is rhomboides captus, okay, which is connected by some connective tissues under it. I'm going to remove it. Okay, it attached to one side on the scapular border, and the other side goes to the head. I guess it's occipital bone, but you guys check it out on the lab menu. This is the captus, rhomboides captus, and then you have the whole area is covered, which connects the scapula to the vertebrae column. You have a cervical region, which is called rhomboides cervicis, which attach to the cervical vertebrae. Okay, and you have another part which attached to the thoracic vertebrae is called rhomboides thoracis. Okay, and probably on some cats you cannot see the clear boundary of those two parts, and if you can feel it, and the thoracis begins with the spinal process of the thoracic vertebrae, which cervical vertebrae doesn't have the spinal process. Okay, that's a good separation. And on this cat, fortunately, you can see the clear boundary between those two. So on the practical, we might just pin like this. Okay. Okay, we just pin it more anteriorly. That's thoracis. If we are going to ask thoracis, we'll just put it more here. Okay, we won't put it somewhere here. If it is put somewhere there, that's not professional, but if it shows on the practical, you just put either one or accept those. Okay, so those are the rhomboides, and on the scapula, once you reflect the trapezius, you will see two muscles separated by the spine of the vertebrae, spine of the scapula. I'm touching on the spine of the scapula. So above it, or more anterior or upper to the spine, is supraspinatus, right? And under that, this region is infraspinatus. Okay, and if you look at more on the ventral side, you also see this muscle attached to the tip of the here. Same attachment to the rhomboides thoracis and stratus ventralis. Same attachment point. You have the teres major is here. Okay, so on the side of the scapula. Okay, following, let's go further and deeper here. You can see. Okay, we can see one and two muscles. Okay, this one is spinatus. Sorry, I made an artificial cut on that muscle. Okay, I'm destroying this fascia. Okay, it's spinatus. What is it called?
Dorsal.
Spinatus dorsi. This part is shown here. It's close to the midline, and then you have ilionocostalis, which is here. And just check the insertional region. It stops roughly here between the thoracic and lumbar region. It stops here, but this muscle looks like it's continuous to the posterior end. But after this region, it starts a new muscle, is called longissimus dorsi lower lateral branch. Okay, and then you have upper. Okay, you have upper here is the upper lateral branch, and you have a medius branch. And what's closest to the midline here, this is multifida spinae, right? Okay, you have basically you have four muscles. One is closest to the midline, multifida spinae, and you have a longissimus bundle here. Okay, you have medius, you have upper lateral and lower lateral. Lower lateral looks like continuous to the anterior, but actually the muscles is not continuous. It's not one muscle, two muscles. Okay, and I think that's all the muscles that's good to be shown on this. Okay, maybe a few more. Okay, it's shown on the previous cat. You can see the serratus ventralis, which goes all the way here, that connects the scapula to the body. Okay, inserted. I guess it's on the ribs, and then you have this cat also shows the good scalenus muscle. Okay, so here, this is transverse colostrum, the big one, big flat one, and then you have this small tiny one inserted right here. It goes all the way from here and then inserted here. Because it's inserted more anteriorly, it's called a scalenus anterior. And you have this bundle inserted here, which is more on the posterior side. It's called a scalenus posterior. And more dorsal side to this and deeper, this one inserted here is in the middle of those two, so it's called a scalenus medius. Okay. And then you have the rectus abdominis goes all the way here, which is only shown in the beginning. Probably on this muscle, probably will just pin here. Okay, that's it.